Okay, guys, I'm getting ready to progress in the little what the world teaches here, and I made this mail order catalog. It's this order here, blood-soaked mail, and it says here once you have the mail order catalog, drop it on the ground to receive an order of a copy of Scientium. You may want to stand back. So I don't know if this is what this is gonna do, but um, whoa. That's pretty cool. Alright, I just wanted you to see that. Hello YouTube, this is Kuzil. Welcome to another episode of Regrowth, and in today's episode, we are going to take a look at getting the blast furnace going. As I was looking through my book here, I was going to chapter 7, and I was looking at some of these things over here. I've gotten all of these done. These are all growing right now, becoming 10-10-10s. I'm stuck on sulfur, stuck on rutile, stuck on these three here, and I can't progress without steel. So we have to do, like, there's other things I want to do, but that we have to get our blast furnace created. So let's jump into it. We don't have like this moved yet. I did throw down like a ton more dirt. Our silverwood trees grew, and when a silverwood tree is in a spot, it converts the biome that it's in into a magical biome. So the grass here is different, and the effects, stuff that happens here, so like when it rains, it will rain where the grass is green here, but it won't over here. So hopefully this will spread and it will convert into the whole area into a magical biome. That would be really cool. Um, but yeah, we don't have this moved yet. I would like to move maybe this down somewhere else. I've decided that I'm gonna keep the road to the oil refinery. Just a road to where I pick up my oil, it gets refined into fuel, and is stored into fluid tanks, and then I can go get those fluid tanks and bring them back to here, and use them for power. So until I have a way to automate that, like through trains or whatever, then I'll just have to do that manually. But I do want to start, putting the pump over there, and we may do that this episode. We may not, but I want to get that. I want to get the rutile that I have refined, and that's gonna require us having the blast furnaces. So I went ahead and made all the pieces. And I'll show you just kind of what this all entails. So remember the wrought iron that we made in this little thing over here? You just put in sand and iron with charcoal. It has to be charcoal, and that'll give you your wrought iron. So if you take the wrought iron and you put it in a pattern like this, you'll get 16, which is exactly what we needed for today. And then you'll need 4 Essence of Blaze, and then you'll need, let's rotate this. Yeah, there we go. You'll need this stuff here, and to get this, you'll need to toss this right here into your crafting grid a couple times. So, soul sand, nether brick will make this infernal block. Well, then you put that infernal block into your crafting grid, and it becomes this fitted infernal stone, just like this. And then if you do that again, it becomes your infernal brick, which is what we're looking for today. Lastly, you need a brick construction block, which is our burnt bricks and iron bars. Now, if you don't remember, burnt bricks come from putting clay into this vat from mariculture, and those come out as burnt bricks. So, once you have all those created, let's spin this again. You're going to want 12 of these, I believe. At least that's what the quest says. Let's see, or we're going to need 34 up here. So let me make a couple more. We could probably do that on camera here real quick, I think. So there's some wrought iron there. I'm pretty sure I've got some more wrought iron in the chest next to it. Let's grab some more soul sand. I don't think we're gonna have enough soul sand. We can make this with our essences, can't we? With like the essence of nether. Did I pass it already? It's probably in here. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I'll have to go to the nether and pick up some soul sand. I could have swore we could have used essence of nether to make soul sand. I'm pretty sure we've done that before. Let me grab this and hit you. Yeah, that's what I thought. So let's just grab a stack of that. And then we're also going to need some iron. And some more burnt bricks, which I have plenty of. And I think this is all we need to make this. So I guess I could have just showed you this instead of, you know. Alright, so let's see. I have 12. I need 36. So I'm going to need to double what I have. I only have 30%. So we're going to make 32 of those. Then we're going to make, let's see. Yeah, we're gonna need to make more soul sand. Let's just grab a stack of that, and we'll do. We're not gonna need that much. We are gonna want 32 though, or 34. It's fine, whatever, it works. Okay, so then let's make 4 of these. That'll give us a whole stack of iron. Put that in the corners like that, and then put that in, and that should be enough to get us. No, I think we'll be short. I think I need a whole nother stack of soul sand. Maybe not. And then what do I put in the middle? I already forgot. Oh, the essence of blaze, which sounds gross, doesn't it? It sounds just blah blah. Alright, let's see. I think I need 16. Maybe not. I'll just grab a whole bunch. And we'll just make them until we get 32. Yeah. I may need to cook up some more bricks. We'll see. Okay, so we're gonna rotate this. There we go. So are we gonna be? Oh yeah, we had plenty. Now we got some leftover stuff. Alright, so we've 34. Did I get 34? I only got 33. I should have crafted one more. There we go. Alright. Now it said it wants us to place these blocks down, and I think it's if I remember right, I've made these before from Railcraft like a long time ago. Let's come out here to our industrial area, temporary industrial area here, and we'll set this up. So the bottom one is going to be solid, and I think it goes up 2 more like this. Is it solid all the way through? We're gonna find out. Nope. Okay, so you're gonna keep it empty in the middle there, I guess. And now what does this want us to make? Steel ingots. Now how do I make steel ingots? Oh, we take the wrought iron and make steel with that. Okay, so let's bring that thing out here. And I don't like it when recipes require a specific number. Oh, there it says 3 by 4 by 3 hollow. So I did it right. Lucky me. I just have had a decent memory there for just a second. Okay, I thought I had a stack of that. We'll just toss this iron back and grab a stack of it, or just top it off, whatever. There you go. I need to process some more iron here shortly. Crazy. Okay, so we're gonna set this down. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably stick a hopper underneath here, and set up a way to yeah, so I'll pull this out. So I'll pull this out and feed the wrought iron into there. And I don't know if we need a specific kind of heat source, or if I can use coal, or if it has to be, excuse me, or if it has to be like this, you know, this stuff here, this coal coke. Just grab a stack of it. Should be plenty. I think this color of grass is awesome. All right, now this wants us to make, we're gonna make a whole bunch, but this wants us to make how many pieces of iron? Or oh, just one. And it's gonna give us 4 and then 8 more wrought iron, so technically it's gonna give us 12 steel. But that should unlock, oh, that takes a bit. Okay. Huh. But yeah, I can, if you go back to Rutile here, in order to get the nether ore into the Rutile ore here, you have to, oops, let's click off of that down there, and we can hit R, or U rather. It has to be in a blast furnace, and it's gonna take 300 ticks. So if you remember, there's 20 ticks per second in Minecraft. So this is going to take a bit. Not too long, but a bit. Alright, so our first piece of iron is almost done here, and then we can take that wrought iron, or that rutile ore, and we can stick it in either a crucible furnace or the smeltery or something, and we can turn it into stuff that we need. Okay, so that's gonna give us our quest, finish our quest there, and what is this gonna give us? Titanium? What? Okay, so this is, okay, so we have the rutile ore. Now it wants us to make titanium out of it. Alright, so or the magnesium. Let's see, magnesium, how do I make that? So I need to go to a vat, or I need to make another vat. And I need to put three buckets of water and then 4 buckets of quicklime, which comes from limestone. And then, oops. And then that makes a piece of magnesium dust. Does that require heat or anything? Let's make another vat real quick. Nope. Where's it at? There it is. Okay, so that's just copper. We've got plenty of that. And let me just make sure I'm on. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know how that gets switched to peaceful. I mean, I think when I go into creative, I switch it to peaceful because then the mobs are annoying. But then that sticks, and that's annoying. I always forget to put it back before I start the show, or even to check it, because I just assume. I think difficulty should be set by the game rather than the user, but that's just me. Maybe that's too hard to code. I don't know. Okay, so let's grab some buckets of water. I need 3 buckets of water, and if I come back in here, how do I get the quick lime? Do I have to, yeah, crucible that down? Okay. So let me cut here for a little bit. I'm going to grab a crucible, make a couple more crucibles. Actually, I'll probably make 4 more, because I need a couple more anyway. And then we'll cook down. Oh. No, okay, it just takes lava. I was like, what? Natural gas? No. Alright, then I'll just grab some lava from these other tanks over here, and we'll cook down some limestone, because we've got plenty of that. And I think I need 3... Where did I put it? Did I put it in here? I'll find it. It's here somewhere. I know I got like it for, there we go. I got it for a reward. Anyway, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. We're going to put 3 in there. This has got to get up to 825 to cook down. And then we're going to take our vat here, and I'm probably going to move this petal apothecary over to where our Botania area is. And then we'll grab a single bucket. And I need to put, let me look at the recipe again. So 3 buckets of water, 4 buckets of quicklime. So put another piece of quicklime in there. And so 1, 2, 3. And then once this is done cooking, we can spoon that out. Put it in there. All right. So I added another crucible furnace over here, and it's producing lava, and then it's getting pumped out, and the lava is going to go into both here and into our tank. So yeah, making up some more iron because we're out of iron and copper. So anyway, I'm gonna let this this heat up. I just wanted to let you know that I got that working. In the meantime, let's run this downstairs, and I do have to keep running upstairs to refill our mana up here. So what I need to do is I need to set up a way for coal to be automatically crafted into coal to be crafted into the coal essence of coal, and then have that crafted into coal, and then have that coal then turned into coal blocks. It's kind of was something similar to what's going on down here, and then have those be fed into dropper systems like I have over here. The problem is I don't think a single row of coal is going to be sufficient for our needs. It might be. But anyway, I stuck a block of coal coke on here a little while ago, and that's producing a lot of power. So what I may do is I may have all of that coal be turned into coal coke. I just feel like the coke oven here is slower than they would be consumed. But anyway, you may or may not be wondering how this thing is still producing coal coke with with all these being full. I added a fluid void pipe up here, so that way like these would be full before they would be voided out. So that way I'm never completely out of creosote oil if I need it. But that's been the bane of my past experience with this coke oven, is that it creates creosote oil in the extreme. Like it just creates way too much creosote oil. So we're voiding it out because I don't need it. I've got 5 entire tanks full of them with 16 buckets each. So not worried about that. Anyway, let's head back inside. Let's see if we see how far this has gone. See if this is heated up yet. Nope. I'm going to cut and I'll be back. Just filling this up a little bit more. Got to get it to over 4,000 here. So we've got 3,000 water and just a little over 4,000 quicklime in there, which is the melted down limestone. So it's weird, these limestones don't come out to 1,000 millibuckets per thing. It's a little weird. Yeah. So anyway, got our magnesium dust here. I hope that's not something I have to automate. Okay, now I need to make titanium with it. So to do that, nope. Okay, once you have magnesium, melt it down and mix it with molten impure titanium. Okay, how do I get that? I'm guessing that's the Rutile stuff. Molten impure titanium. Where's this from? Where do I get this? Okay, so I'm assuming it's the Rutile stuff. So let's go check the... Over here, I think is where I have it. Okay. Now, it wanted me to melt down the Rutile and then do what with it? Mix it with the molten pure... Okay, so this should be a recipe in here. Oh, here we go. So the impure titanium and then the molten magnesium in the vat. Okay. 1 ingot's worth of both. So let's clear this out. I don't know how to void this out. Because I don't need that for the moment. Okay, let's grab that and then we'll stick this in here. Melting point 650. Okay. And then I need the blast furnace to get this rutile stuff down, which is why we made it. I think this whole steel process is kind of confusing to me. So I need the magnesium from limestone. And definitely going to have to automate this because this is going to be dumb. Trying to keep up with this. Okay. Oh, we need some... Wow, that took a whole stack of... Are you serious? Whoa. Okay, so that took a whole stack of this coal coke. And it didn't even finish our... our stack of the wrought iron. That's crazy. Okay, so we'll stick another stack in there, and then let's burn that down to the rutile ore, and then I can stick that rutile ore in the smelter, the tinker smeltery, I think, and that will turn into ingots. So I can double, like I can ore double it there. I could also ore double it probably in the in this system over here, but yeah. So if I come in here and hit U, if I melt this is going to be the impure titanium. Okay, that's where we get that at. Okay, and that's going to come down to, yeah. So the crucible furnace only doubles it by well, like 1.5. I'm pretty sure this will double it. So I've got my I'll see how much iron's left in here. Oh wow, that's gonna be a while. Okay, so let's stick this in here, and then we'll switch it. We'll swap it. That way we get the titanium first. Yeah, and then we need 1 ingot of the impure titanium, and yeah, and then one ingot of the magnesium. I'm assuming that's gonna take a while. Why has the... Oh, I was going to say, why has this stopped? I only put a stack and a half of copper and iron in there, so that's weird. Okay, so I'm going to let all this cook down, and I'll bring you back for the combination process. So I'm assuming the magnesium is taking it from impure and making it pure, right? So if I were to hit U on this, and... Where's the vat? There we go. Oh, I just had it. I'll find it. Okay, so take the magnesium and the titanium, the impure, and that purifies it to 1. So I'm losing... this should be 2 ingots. Yeah, and that's how I get the... And then I can... And then what do I do with that? Pump that out to an ingot cast? Okay. Okay, I can do that, I think. That's going to be a weird... I'm trying to figure out how to set that up. Like automatically. So we've got to come from the vat to another ingot cast, which wouldn't be too bad. I could just set another ingot cast. I could put the vat up a little higher here and just put the ingot cast just like I have it here. But we're going to need another vat for the making of magnesium. Yeah, we're going to need to move all of this somewhere else, probably. Okay, so this is going to empty out of its last little bit of iron there, and shoot. Okay, stop. Let's put down... I think what's going to happen is, I don't know if I can do this quick enough. Ah. Oh, it did work. Good. Good, good. Okay. Whew. All right, we've got our impure titanium. Okay, so let's take this over to our vat. Well, we got to cook it down first. So let's grab another. Do I have any? Okay. We're just going to connect this directly up to it. There we go. So that should be an ingot of the molten magnesium. And then if I stick the... Oh man, we've got to heat this up a little higher. Shoot. Well, what if we did them both in the so if I take... Man, I don't have to make that over again. I'll be right back. Alright, guys. What I've decided to do is I'm going to use the smeltery here to do all of my the purifying the titanium. So what I did was I took the molten titanium that I had in that container, and I just used the ladle here to right click on the drain, and that, if you remember, is how we put fluids into the smeltery. You don't do it through the controller here. So now that we have one magnesium ingot in there, we can put one of these impure titaniums, and instead of cooking them down and wasting a little bit of lava here, which, you know, not like we don't have an infinite amount of lava, you probably just take the rutile ore and stick that in here, and then you'd put 2 of these magnesium dusts in here, and you know, 1 magnesium dust, 1 impure titanium turns into 1 pure titanium. We know that because when we come into our recipe here for the impure titanium, it's 1 ingot. It says your molten magnesium ingot's 1, and 1 ingot here of the impure titanium is going to give us 1 molten titanium. Then we can take our ingot cast here, and where did my... Oh, there it is. And then we can, you know, set up our system here to pull it out automatically. So let's make sure this is going the right direction. There we go. And set up this one more time. Now we got to make sure we remember to turn this on and off when we need it. So there's our molten titanium, and as soon as our other impure titanium here is crafted, it will mix with the molten magnesium and become another ingot of the molten titanium. So let's cast that real quick, and while that's working, I'm gonna put some of this stuff away and rebuild my my automation here. Okay, good. Alright, so that gives us our titanium ingot. Now that is no joke. That was no joke. That was a process. So that's going to give us 4 more titanium and 32 nether brick, which is going to unlock our lasers. And this, guys, this is what starts a whole new era of piping for us. We're not going to get into that today. I believe we are out of time. We might be a little short, but I don't think I can make that today. Let's go in here and take a look. So we want a laser and an assembly table. Let's take a look at the recipe. Yeah, it's going to require a bunch of stuff. I'll have this ready for the next time we come back here. 6 titanium ingots. Wow. Anyway, so what this does is we provide this laser with the power we get from our machines out here. So we're going to use the kinetic kinesis pipes here, and we're going to set up these combustion engines in a way that we can power all of our stuff, including these lasers. So these lasers sit on top of the kinesis pipes, and they point toward the assembly table. Now what you can do with the assembly tables, you can make all kinds of different things called gates. Now, what you can think of a gate is that it's an engine. It's a logic circuit all in one. So instead of having to make all these wooden engines, we just put an attachment onto this pipe here that does it all for us. We can turn it on and off just by clicking on it, and then we don't need to make all of these. We don't need to have these engines pumping everywhere, which is going to be neat. Also, you can set up the pipes to have to send certain signals from one engine to the next. So let's say that if we are using our combustion engines here and there is no water in them, or if we can detect at this spot over here that this is empty of water, it will send a signal to all of our engines here to turn them off so they don't blow up. So that would be very nice. Now, like I said, I don't think these blow up in this. I think it's turned off, but better safe than sorry. But that's what that does. Also, you can make things called robots. So if I come into forestry here, come down to about 22 pages here. I'll see them real quick. Most of it is bee stuff. I missed it. Okay, that's fine. Let's go to robot. This is not the robot, right? This is a robot. Yeah, we can make these here, and what these do is like this is a lumberjack. It'll break logs. This one will plant crops. This one will kill our animals for us. This one can fight mobs. This one can harvest crops. So between these two here, these can this one will harvest the crops, this one will plant the crops, and this one will chop down all the trees. We can also use this one here to plant trees, I think. Anyway, so tons of stuff we can do. It's gonna be really exciting, and they're just like little squares that float around and do their job without us having to be there. So it'll take a whole new spin on our crops out here. We won't need to have this system really anymore. Although the system works really well, it's really laggy, and I'll probably continue using it just for what we have here. But for future crops, which, I mean, I guess we're almost done with crops, if you think about it. Yeah, we may just keep the system that we have, since it works really well. But we can use it for other things, for sure. We can chop down all these trees. You don't have to worry about chopping the trees down anymore. We'll just let them work. But anyway, that's all we've got time for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. It seemed a little bit techy and sciencey or whatever, but that's fine. So all I'm doing here, just real quick to let you know, is whenever there is not enough water in there, so we need 3 buckets of water, we just fill it up. And if we put that all the way up to 6, it will turn 4 of the quicklime into, and one of the waters into the magnesium. So all I'm doing is I just stuck all of the limestone in here. We're just going to burn it all down, turn it into our magnesium, and then we could just come over here and grab the magnesium whenever we want. In fact, if we wanted to, we could probably put here. Let's just do this real quick. Ugh, that was painful. Okay. All right, and let's grab another. I wonder if this will work. I don't even know if this will work. I just thought about it just now. And kind of automate it, because I don't like stuff not automated, if you can't tell. I like the name of the game being automation. All right. Make ourselves a couple chests. And we'll turn one of those into a hopper. Now the tricky part, I think, is since I've got this set up, we'll put the chest here, and then I've got to get the hopper. We'll just go down here. There. And that should work. Yeah, it's totally working. Cool. And then we just need to come over here every once in a while and fill this up with water. That's the only part we can't really automate. Which is fine. No big deal. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll be back next time for some more fun things with Regrowth. All right, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.